Hi guys and welcome back. Hopefully you had a great weekend. Today I have a couple different things for you to do. One of them is to create a cell. Actually, you're doing that even while I'm speaking, because everywhere in your body there are cells going through mitosis and making exact copies of themselves to prepare your body to do what it has to do. Or maybe it's repairing something, or maybe it's growing. So you really are already doing this. But I'd like you to do one on paper. And if you look at all the papers that you received from me, one of the labs that you received from me was an animal cell lab. It was 3 pages long. One of the pages simply had a circle on it. One page said, I believe, animal cell. And then the last page had multiple things for you to cut out. It had pictures, it had labels over the pictures, it had definitions, all to be cut out. Now I will tell you on that page, in fact, probably a good idea is to stop this video right now and go and find that paper so that you can know what I'm talking about. Okay, hopefully you have that paper out. You can see that one page has, in fact, I've got pieces of that paper on this slide. One of the pages says animal cell, and it's pretty blank. You have another page that has directions on it, and then you have a third page that has all these drawings and words over the drawings. And then down on the bottom of the page, it has the definitions. So let's look at the directions. The directions say color the organelle, name tag, and function tag all the same color. So you're going to get to do coloring in 7th grade. Yay! You can use your colored pencils, you can use crayon, you can use marker, whichever one that you can still see the shapes. I tend to like to use colored pencil. It just works a lot easier. So what are you supposed to color? Using one color, you need to color the picture, one of the pictures, or a group, like on this one, you see the word vacuole and you see 4 little circle-y type shapes. All of those are vacuoles. So you would color all of those little shapes one color. You would color the little tag that says vacuole in it. Color that the same color. And then down on the bottom of the page, find the definition for vacuole and color that definition the same color. Now get a new color. And in the new color, color the word nucleus with that color and color the circle underneath the picture, underneath the name nucleus, because that's going to be the picture you're going to use for nucleus. Fill that in with the same color. Then go down where the definitions are. Find the definition for a nucleus and fill that in with the nucleus color. Same thing for mitochondria. You're going to use one color. You're going to color the label that says mitochondria with that color. You're going to color the 3 little mitochondria underneath it. Color those all the same color as you did the label. And look down at the definition, find the definition, and color it the same color. And the ribosomes are the same thing. The ribosomes, by the way, you don't need to cut out every single one of those little tiny circles. You can cut them all out as one big patch, but color in the ribosomes so that we know that there's multiple ribosomes in there. And again, you're going to use one color for the label ribosome, one color for the little dots, and one color for the definition, all of those being the same color. After that, you're going to cut them out. You're going to cut them out and you're going to glue them or tape them onto the giant circle that's on the other page, because that's going to be your cell model. So you're going to cut and paste the organelles. Now in the directions, it says cut and paste all the organelles to make the cell. Then it says cut out all the names and function tabs and put them on there, and then draw arrows. Can I make a suggestion? Why don't you cut out the name tag? Let's pretend it's the mitochondria we're working out. Cut out the name tag and the shapes. Put those on, put the shapes inside the circle. Put the name mitochondria on the outside of the circle and the definition for mitochondria outside the circle. Then take a different color and draw an arrow from the word and the definition to the shape. So if I were to do the ribosomes, I would cut out the ribosome name, I would cut out the ribosome definition, I would cut out the shapes for the ribosome. I would glue or tape the shapes inside the cell. I would put on the outside of the cell the name and the definition, and then I would draw an arrow from the names and the definitions to the shapes. And I do that for every single shapes and every single name and every single definition. I think if I did it, I would do the three of them first. The mitochondria, the name tag, the shapes, and the definition. I would do all three of them, and then I would move on to something different. If you want to cut out all the organelles by themselves, paste them in, and then cut out all the names, and then cut out all the definitions, you can do that. I won't be able to tell. I just see your finished product. But I almost think it would be easier to do one at a time. And don't forget to draw arrows from the shapes and such to the definitions. This is a picture of mine when I finished it. As you can see, I used different colors. I put the shapes inside the circle, and I had the name and the definition on the outside of the circle, and then I drew lines. Now mine's a little bit different. It's from a different model, so there's parts on mine that you don't have on yours, but it will be a good visual so you can see what you need to do. All right, that's what I'd like you to do, and we'll keep going. So really, that's all I would like you to do for class today, except for one more thing. We are going to do tomorrow, we're going to have a few things to do, but tomorrow we're going to do the lab that is labeled Lab Homostasis in Action. We're going to do that, but we're only going to do page 1 and 2. So tonight or today, whenever you're doing this, what I would like you to do is I would like you to find the lab labeled Homostasis in Action, and I would like you to tear off the last 2 pages of that so that you just have page 1 and 2 left. You can throw out the other pages, but keep 1 and 2. And then the second thing I want you to do with that is I want you to read through page 1 and 2 so you know tomorrow what you're going to be doing. All right, so you're going to make your cell today. You're going to get rid of page 3, 4, and 5, I guess, of the homostasis lab, and you're going to read through the first 2 pages of the homostasis lab. You don't have to do it tonight, just read it through. All right, have a fantastic day, guys.